new lawsuit against the Paterson Board of Education alleges that they discriminated against one of their teachers because she is white and a lesbian. The lawsuit was filed by Noreen Sweeney. She's a tenured teacher with the Paterson School District. So I came to Rochelle Park to speak with her lawyer, Jason Nunnermacker, who told me this is what started the entire event.
There was no explanation given to her for the transfer. It was only later that she found out that the reason for the transfer was because of comments she allegedly made in late February of 2014 about a vice principal who worked in the building.
That comment landed her in the rubber room for 2 years. So I asked, what was this alleged comment? Apparently it wasn't sexual in nature or derogatory. It was essentially questioning his credibility. And she claims she never made this comment. The rubber room is basically a 12-foot by 12-foot room in the headquarters of the Board of Education where teachers are reassigned to. Normally it's just a temporary situation while they investigate someone. In Noreen's case, it was 2 years. You don't get to do any of your teaching assignments during this time. The lawsuit on the racial end of things, that her principal was heard making comments about only wanting to work with male African-American teachers, as well as one of the school directors of safety treating her in a derogatory way, specifically because she's a woman and a lesbian.
Another employee was watching essentially sexual images on a cell phone with 2 other students, and he only received his investigation was for 19 days, and he was allowed to stay at home. Why was my client put in a room for 2 years?
Now, after 2 years, she's essentially been cleared of these allegations, but her mistreatment is not over. She's been reassigned not to her own classroom, but she's now a teacher's assistant. I reached out to the school district to get comment. I haven't heard back from them yet, but it's not over. Now, it's also a civil case, so she's asking for $1 million, but her lawyer says most importantly, she wants to be back in the classroom. She wants to be teaching again.
I don't know why they have a rubber room. Why isn't there just you do something wrong, you get fired, or you stay home?
It's called tenure.
Yeah, and the union. The real scandal here is the rubber room, the fact that in New Jersey and New York, there are teachers sitting in these rooms for 8 hours a day, getting full pay, both because the system can't resolve their cases and because they can't be fired. It runs both ways, and the taxpayers are on the hook for it.